Greetings, my beautiful Leos, my bright, shining, beautiful Leos. Welcome to my channel. For those of you who are joining me for the first time, I welcome you here and invite you to join the tribe. Those of you returning Leos, welcome back. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your wonderful messages. I truly appreciate you, Leo. You shine like no other. All right, Leo, we're here to do a general reading to get some messages on what it is that is coming your way over the next few days. And it is a general reading, Leo. So if you find that these messages don't exactly resonate for your situation, don't panic. It's just all the more reason for you to hit the subscription button and mash the notification bell so that when your message drops over the next few days, you're the first one to know about it. All right, Spirit, let's get some messages on the board for my beautiful Leos. Let them know what it is that they should expect to see coming their way over the next few days. What is Leo facing? Okay. Oh boy, Leo. All right, Leo, your first message comes by way of Judgment in the reverse, followed by the Supreme in the reverse. Supreme is a card it's just a card that appears in this deck. And then we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Your overall energy is that of the Goddess of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups in most decks. She's in the reverse. All right, Leo. Wow. Some powerful energy here, especially with that Judgment and the Supreme here being in the reverse, okay? And with this Judgment card in the reverse, what I'm seeing is that a lot of you have come through a cycle where you have at least felt, but if anyone looks in from the outside, anyone from the outside looking in and knowing the details of your life would say you've been called on the carpet about quite a few things here, and there's been a lot of pain in regards to, you know, and when I say pain, for some of you that might be just outright emotional pain that this has caused, but I see just a lot of anxiety and things that have caused you to doubt yourself and doubt some of the decisions that you've made in the past. It's been a type with this Judgment. It's in particular, it's been like a type of introspection that you've been forced to do that didn't make you feel good, Leo. And what you must keep in mind, I'm hearing, is that it's a cycle that's rough to get through, but it's a cycle that's necessary. And many of you were really digging in and refusing to go through it as it's been naturally trying to come in for quite some time. And you refused so hard that Spirit literally sat you down and made you go through it. So if there is, I guess, a lesson to be learned there is, you know, don't avoid the difficult stuff going forward, right? But of course, no one wants to sit down and do the work if they don't have to, right? With this Three of Cups clarifying the Judgment in reverse, what I'm getting there is a couple of things. Number one, you know, having gone through this, now you can get to the good times. Now you can get to the abundance, Lord of Abundance being spotlighted there. So now you can actually get to the abundance. Now you can get to the good stuff, right? Because you've done that work, that hard work. And hopefully you've made some adjustments and changes as a result of doing that work and finding out those areas that you needed to change. And also, just a side note, in love in particular, a lot of this came about. The reason why there was all this stuff for you to look at, excuse me, Leo. The reason why there was this negative cycle is, for some of you, okay, you were that person that was out there in relationships. You were that person that would introduce a third party into the situation. Now, that won't resonate for everyone, but there is I won't say a sizable number, there's a number of you that does resonate for, in your quest to keep things spicy in your love life. This was something that you regularly did and partook in. Like, you invited that into your connections. And if we looked at it, you could say that there's a trail of broken hearts behind you, right? And so eventually that type of thing comes back and you have to face it. And so those of you that resonates for, you've been through a rough cycle of facing it, right? With this overall energy of the Goddess of Cups in the reverse, what Spirit is wanting you to know that, all right, you've been through this cycle, but now that things are going to start to relax more for you. Sorry about that, Leo. My camera was messing up on me. So, as I was saying, with that cycle having, wrapped up for you, Spirit warns you and cautions you against having amnesia and forgetting those lessons when you encounter your next situation, relationship, or even in the relationship that you're currently in. Because this Queen of Cups in the reverse would be a figure, whether male or female, who is acting in a way that's more manipulative emotionally. She has the potential to do that, right? Especially when faced with temptation. So being faced with temptation, which ultimately will happen, Leo, because life is about and full of temptations. You want to be very cognizant and remember very clearly what you've just gone through so that you don't have to worry about that type of thing coming at you again anytime in the near future. Okay. So this, again, we're looking at over these next few days, wrapping up that cycle. All right. With this Supreme card being in the reverse, it's also going to be a period here over the next few days where you start to feel as if you aren't really strongly connected to the divine. I'm sorry, Leo. I don't know what is happening with my voice right now, but for many of you, everything that happens during a reading is for a reason. So I was fine before I started your reading. What I will say is take a look at your throat chakra and the ways in which your voice is being heard and not heard, okay? So with this Supreme being in the reverse, this is going to be a time where you're going to have this feeling that you're not connected to the universal energy, the divine energy that's available to us all. And what you need to keep in mind, Leo, is feelings can be very they can be very misleading. You are indeed connected, all right? It's just about getting on a wavelength that makes it easy and not fighting energy that's coming through, or information more specifically is what I'm getting here, of you blocking or ignoring from the divine. That's how you got into that cycle that you're winding up now anyways. So you want to make sure what you carry forward from this is not blocking that information that comes through, because that's what keeps you in the flow, in, you know, positive cycles. Because there is, with this Ace of Pentacles clarifying, there's opportunity here for abundance for you. There's opportunity here for new beginnings for you. There's opportunities for fresh starts in old situations. Okay, so you don't have to completely walk away from everything in order to experience newness. You can have it in an old situation. However, it does take work, and it takes a commitment to making the required and necessary changes and sticking to that. All right. With this Seven of Cups in the reverse, this is a good thing, because I feel like a cloud of confusion has been over you regarding some of these things that you want. Like, 1 minute you want something, and the minute, you know, it's at your door ready for you to take, you're like, I don't know if I want this anymore. And again, for a lot of you, this comes back to love. Like, you're like, oh, I would love to be with that person. And then the moment that person shows up ready to engage, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly what I was thinking I wanted. Like, there's this shiftiness is a strong word, but there's definitely been a lot of shiftiness there. But with this cloud of confusion, you know, because some of you have done that in a manipulative fashion in the past, as we discussed, with that Three of Cups that came up. But others of you, it's almost like you didn't necessarily do it to be manipulative, but that's the way it played out to the other person, right? So this cloud of confusion, I see it clearing away with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, and you becoming very focused on exactly what it is that you want. And with this Eight of Swords in the reverse, clarifying, that's the universe letting you know that you need to get out of your own mental mind traps. Quit being stuck in your head, forever making a decision, especially in regards to love, because this is what has caused so much pain to past partners. This is what's caused so much destruction within your connections. Staying stuck inside your own head in a mental mind fuck, so to speak, and not making a clear decision and moving forward on a very clear path, right? That is the root cause of much of your heartburn and much of your pain. And that hopefully becomes crystal clear to you in these upcoming days, because it's going to be necessary for you to choose a road and go down that road and be a willing participant within your connections. With the Six of Pentacles lurking behind the scenes, what you don't see, that is what is necessary for you, Leo, is to be a willing participant. Don't allow yourself to be in a situation where a person who you're with has to literally drag you down that road, right? You need to be a willing participant. Make a decision and move forward with it. Move on it. Be decisive and take action. Do not, hem and haw and have skittish behavior towards those who are now emotionally connected to you. All right, Leo. I see progress, especially from past readings, and I see you getting out of the woods here if you are dedicated to doing so. All right. If you haven't already hit the subscription button, please do so on your way out. And until next time, I wish you all the best.